Is the journal trustworthy? How to avoid predatory publishers. With hundreds of new academic titles launched every year, deciding whether or not a journal is worthy of your work is increasingly difficult. Having more choice is generally a good thing, but the profusion of new titles has also led to a rise in what some refer to as predatory publishing. Put simply, predatory journals trade, intentionally and fraudulently, off existing society or journal names. Authors send their work and, in some cases, pay publication fees to these titles in good faith, only to discover that their research hasn't appeared in the title they thought it would. So, as a researcher, how do you evaluate whether the journal you're about to send your work to is the real deal? Think. Check. Submit. Is an initiative from a coalition of scholarly communications organizations. Its tools help to make the process of choosing the right journal for your work simpler and safer. The campaign empowers authors to evaluate the trustworthiness of a journal or its publisher by using simple checklists. The checklists include ways to evaluate the credentials of any title and the society or publisher behind it. The campaign doesn't offer a definitive list of approved titles, but it's another important resource that authors can draw on, as well as the knowledge of their colleagues and information specialists, to make sure the research they publish has maximum impact. Quality open access publishing. Many researchers hold specific concerns around the quality of open access journals. So, in addition to think, check, submit, you can also use the resources below to help you judge the quality of open access journals. Open Access Scholarly Publishers Association, OASPA, and the Directory of Open Access Journals, DOAJ, are both focused on upholding the highest standards and quality of open access scholarly publishing. Working with open access publishers and journals, they promote best practices across the industry. Their Principles of Transparency and Best Practice in Scholarly Publishing are a set of criteria used to assess journals or publishers. It's also a useful list of the indicators you should look out for when assessing the quality of an open access journal. For example, reliable open access journals will have an editorial board or governing body, clear policy on conflicts of interest, peer review process. We're proud to be an open access publisher member of both OASPA and DOAJ.